Friends, I'm really supposed to be filming this inside with a script right now, but despite it being already March, we had another snowfall in Colorado and it's absolutely beautiful. So I thought we should take a walk together while I rant a little bit about why I think you should have an opinion about money. Turn the camera around. It's so pretty right now. I'm a sucker for beauty. I actually came to Colorado because of how pretty the snow pictures were. It is so pretty outside right now. It's nearly April, which means it's spring. We technically had our first spring season, but in Colorado, we will still have snowfall for a bit. It's just beautiful. I'm not sure if I can get this really on camera. Nah, it's pretty blurry, but there's this beautiful sunset right now. Look how pretty it is behind me. All right, so despite how bad the lighting is, when I quit my job, I realized that many people like having a stable salary. And I realized that for the first time when I had these desires to start my own business. I actually come from a background where my parents are both entrepreneurs, and so it made a lot of sense for me to figure out how to start my own business. I shared these ideas with people, and I wouldn't say not everyone agreed to them. I think people had their own opinions. And then I started to realize that it's not a bad thing to have your own opinions about anything. I think if anything else, we're taught to not have too much of an opinion about your wealth. We're taught to get a 9-to-5 job, and we're taught to work. And I think you really should have an opinion about your money, because there are so many people in our world, myself included, I have so many opinions. There's so many people in our world that have opinions about wealth and are going to share them with you. And I think that you shouldn't be swayed by those voices. For example, I have a dear friend. She is in medical school, great woman, really intelligent, and she knows she's going to come out with a lot of debt. Does she care? Yeah, she does, but it's not going to sway her from medicine because she's passionate about it. Just because someone comes up to her and says, XYZ, there's a business that you should do, or you should really not pursue medicine, it's too much debt. She's not going to be swayed by that. She's really passionate about what she does, and good for her. Risk-taking is not for everyone. I realized that too when I left my 9-to-5 job and I started talking to more people. There are some people who really don't like risk. And I think that's when I learned that I should sometimes give my opinions with grace and also receive other opinions with grace. Don't just take other people's word for word. I think we're like that. We're very prone to like to take other people's word as a society and take it for fact. Everyone's experience is different. There's a lot of facts out there, but I think our experiences definitely shape how we view facts. So I'm going to be talking a lot about money on this channel, what I've learned along the way, what people have taught me. But please feel free to take this information and don't regurgitate it word for word. Think about it. Think about if that's what you want, and then develop your own opinion about it. I really encourage that. Really, you have to have an opinion about money. I think the most successful people I've met are people who set goals about their finances, goals about, you need to see this, hang on. This is just really pretty. I don't even know if I can capture it on camera. There's this woof of cloud in the sunset. I don't know if I can capture it on camera. Let's see if I can. I think I got that on camera. It's gorgeous. Sometimes I look at Colorado and I think to myself, gosh, there's not enough ocean here, because I was born in China in a city called Qingdao, where there's a ton of ocean, lots of seafood. And I went to South Africa when I was 4. It was inland, but there was still a lot of seafood. And I came here and it was like, what the heck, Colorado? There's nothing. But then looking at this view makes me appreciate and understand why I came here. I mean, just look at this. Come on, those clouds, I'm kind of surprised and capture them. So pretty. That is our sunset right now. It is absolutely gorgeous. I think camera does not speak justice, especially that I have a vlogging camera. This does not speak justice at all. they're this way. But man, look, the sunset that I just filmed is directly shining above my head. And please excuse me, I just washed my hair, so it looks like I'm a boy with this all set up. Beanie and everything. It looks like I'm a boy, but yeah, I still have hair, I promise. My parents are both immigrants to South Africa. They started they started their business. They started their entrepreneurship journey very early. And I remember going through some really hard years with them. We went through probably 2.5 years of eating cabbage because it was cheap, and also my parents needed to save money for their business startup. So we went through that. And the whole time I saw my mom really, and my dad preaching to each other, talking with each other and saying, we have a goal that we want to accomplish. No matter what everyone says to us, we can take their suggestions, but we should still establish our own footsteps with God guiding them, of course. They're both Christians, so faith is a huge component in my household. They weren't really swayed by other people's opinions. They would take it, think about it, but they were never swayed by it. And so that's when I realized that opinions are really important in any aspect of your life, but most importantly, opinions about your wealth, because money is going to be a huge component. People are going to, once you have wealth, tell you how to use it, ask you to donate, all kinds of things. And you should have an opinion where that goes, because ultimately you are the guardian of your wealth, and wealth can come in any form, right? It's not just money. Wealth could be family one day, your relationships with people. So you should be the guardian of it. You shouldn't just let other people sway. Also, with financial opinion that you have, you then set mental goals. Along the way, there may be people who can encourage them into your life, encourage those goals that you have, those dreams that you have. But then there are going to be people who are not as on the same page as you, and they're going to try and sway you to go for a different goal. If you have a goal and you haven't tried it, you haven't tried to reach it because you haven't really set forth a real opinion about it, then it's really easy for other people to sway you, right? So having an opinion means you can have a goal, form a goal in your heart about finances. Okay, now I'm gonna turn the camera around again because it's so pretty. I'm jealous of myself living in Colorado because it's so beautiful. I've been here for 8 years. It's just gorgeous right now. I mean, it's weird because it's, in the middle of the spring and we're getting snow, but it's gorgeous out. Still talking, still good. I think what I've understood when I was in South Africa, there's a lot of entrepreneurs there, serial Asian entrepreneurs, because they all need to make a living. And a lot of them actually didn't have college degrees, which I have a huge opinion on. I don't think you really need a college degree for business. But some of the most successful people were the ones who are the most opinionated. I mean, okay, they talk with a grace, right? So then if you had to share your opinion with them, they'll always give really good feedback. They'll be kind to you, but they stand firm on their own opinions based on the fact that they know. And while they take other people's opinions in value and maybe change if, say, they have found that someone else's feedback is really, really critical, they'll change. They'll not really budge too much. They'll not be swayed different directions ever. And those are the people who are very, very successful. I think in the long run, money doesn't really matter where your goals are. It doesn't matter that much, but it's going to really help. It really does help you along the way. I don't know why we weren't taught very much about money in college. Maybe if you were a business person, business school, and you studied business or economics, you were taught money. But for the rest of us who studied other degrees, or in high school even, we didn't get taught that much about money. Every single human in this world is gonna have an opinion about something, right? That just makes them human. But if you want to have your own goals, you shouldn't be swayed by that. All right, lastly, sunset. Hang on. You know, the camera really does not do any justice on this sunset. It is way more beautiful than what you can see. But this is where I live, gorgeous Colorado. I do look orange. I look really, really orange in the sun. And with that, take care, you guys. I'm gonna keep going on my walk. I hope that your financial journey is like a nice long walk. Instead of really needing to go and meet that goal and wanting to become that millionaire you dreamed of, you really enjoy the process of learning. There's so much to learn in this world. I really enjoy learning, so whatever I learn about finances, about anything, I'm hoping to share with you. So enjoy the ride instead of looking at just the goal.